The vision of Godreel and Yeshua, Joshua Jesus being judged and rebuked. This is the revelation of the vision about Joshua, whose name is synonymous with Jason and Judas. And also Yeshua and Jesuits and Jesus. And whom is rebuked by, for his blasphemy against and for being not a man but a nomen, and for claiming to be the high priests. Zechariah chapter 3 verse 1, to the end. And showed me a vision of Joshua, whom was standing in judgment court, half naked and ragged and filthy. And whom was being judged by Elu'hymn. And whom was standing next to Godreel, whom was known by the name Satan. And they were speechless before the Holy One. Whom is the holy angel. And Satan, whose name was also named Godreel, and Gog and God, and Joshua, Judas Jesus were being judged by the odd. And Joshua Judas Jesus was standing next to Satan, and Joshua Judas Jesus who was standing next to Satan's right hand. And they both were being arrested by holy angels. And they both were being rebuked by whom is the Holy One. And the odd said unto Satan, and to Judas Jesuits Jesus, whom is also called Joshua. And he said, O Satan, whom is also called the Lord, even Elu'hymn, whom is the odd have rebuked you. And thou hast been banished forever from ever entering into holy kingdom, and also from coming into holy habitation. And for even seeing holy Jerusalem, because holy Jerusalem is being reserved for only chosen people. And it isn't for you, Satan. Nor neither for you, Joshua. Because has rebuked both of you, and both you and Satan shall be burnt up with this tongues of fire that Elu'hymn have plucked out from underneath of the wings of cherubim. Now Joshua was clothed within filthy garments, and Joshua Yeshua Judas Jesuit Jesus was standing in judgment court, which was before Elu'hymn, and was whom was the righteous judge, and also the Holy One, whom was known as the Holy Angel. And Joshua was speechless before and neither did Joshua and Satan spoke to Elu'hymn. And all those that were their followers stood before Elu'hymn. And said, to angels, take them away in their filthy garment. And cast them away from me. And angels bound them both, at saying. And they bound them by their hands and feet. And if they don't have any hands nor feet, they bounded them anyway, and they took them and cast them away from me. And they cast them into hell, and into utter darkness. And also they took all those that were their followers. Cast them down into hell. But unto all those that were said, Behold, I have caused their iniquities to be past, and to be cleansed from them. And I will clothe them with a change of raiment. And then he said, and let them be crowned. And set a fair mitre crown upon their heads. So they set a fair mitre crown upon their heads, and they were clothed with garments. And the angels of the odd stood by and none of them protested. And holy angels took Satan, whom is also named the Lord. And they also bound both Satan and Yeshua Joshua, Judas Jesus, at the saying of Elu'hymn. Thus said Elu'hymn, the odd to all hosts. If they had walked in ways, and if they had kept charge, then they too would also have being a judge in house. And if they also had kept commandments, they could have being a judge in courts. Then would have given them a palace to live in, and also a place to walk among these that are also standing by me. Elu'hymn. Now hear this, O Satan and Joshua Yeshua Jesuit Judas Jesus, I am the high priest, and thou are not. And those that are following you, they are not any high priests. Because only those whom are like fellows, and all those who are sitting before they are men that thou should behold and be wondering at, because I have brought them forth because of my servant whom is called Elu'hymn, and whom is also called the branch. Because they shall behold Elu'hymn, and also they shall behold holy Jerusalem, which is built with gemstones. Which Elu'hymn have laid the foundation with. Which Joshua Judas Jesus shall never lay his eyes upon. And not even one stone shall be seen by his eyes, and in which shall engrave their names within the graving thereof. Thus says he whom is the of hosts, and then Elu'hymn shall remove the sins that was caused by God Godreel, whom is called Satan. And also all the iniquities and the sins that was caused by Joshua, whose name is synonymous with Judas and Jesuit and Jesus. And Yeshua and also Yeshua. And then Elu would cleanse all the sins that are upon E's land in one day. And in that day, thus saith Elu'hymn is the odd. That all those whom are E's, they shall know whom me the odd. And to all those whom are lauding me, and to all those whom have acknowledged me, whom is the odd, and as the odd of all of E's heavens and E's earth. And even as the creator and maker of all E's hosts. And they all would be dwelling with me, whom is also Elu'hymn, because they have been called by me. And every man, and his neighbor they shall all live under E's kingdom, whom is the true vine, and they all shall walk in E's city, and also under E's fig trees. Thank you, the end to be continued.